Time for fatty.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race, life is a chase. I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race, life is a chase. I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. Easy, you don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep, only scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I appreciate y'all for coming through. We're going to do just a tweak of the change with the topic. It's pretty much the name. If you've seen the subject and everything else is value of a woman. So we're going to pretty much try to break down a conversation with the ladies here from the basics, because I think there's an issue with a lot of spaces out there just in general where a lot of men don't understand, again, the basics of how to approach a woman, how to address a woman, how to court a woman if that's her intentions, okay? So I think we're going to have the conversation about that. I guess we'll get Genesis get her feet wet, and then I'm going to slowly back out because I'm going to start some questions, some basic questions, and have the women address it, and then we'll and I'll back out, do my thing like I normally do, and then we'll have the ladies chime in from there. You ready, ladies?
Yep.
All right.
Just to
give an introduction for everybody, like always, shout out to Robbie from Robbie Privilege. You can check her out at her content and her channel. So thank you, appreciate you, Robbie.
No, I love you, Angeles. Appreciate you too.
Hey, don't say that. I have people hit you up in your DMs real quick.
hey, they get their feelings. I'm just playing.
All right, God. So my next is if you could check out the Book of Genesis. I call it Gen for short. Appreciate you for taking your time out. I know you're a little bit exhausted from a real life day outside of YouTube. So I appreciate you taking your time out to step on and having the conversations, Jen.
Absolutely, no problem.
Okay. And to the next corner, we have Shamiria Shushu. You can check her out when she support her brother and co-host every Wednesday, and she comes over here every Tuesday to co-host. She just needs to remember to say that from time to time. She's on these other platforms. She's on from day to day to day to day to day. But this is a lovely woman that's an actress up in New York, holding it down for us Northerners up there. So I appreciate you for chiming in, Shushu.
No problem. I gotta remember to say that. I just like promote everything I'm doing because I'm doing a lot. And rarely do I say anything. Yeah, so I'm shoo. That's pretty much it. Like I'm doing stuff.
So I'm everywhere.
Right.
Exactly. And I want to give you cool points on it. Was if you want to discuss real quick, it was I don't know if it was a podcast or something you was doing in was it in Newark? Something you promoted on your Instagram story?
Oh yeah, I was speaking on the panel at a film festival. So I was speaking with 3 other actors, and we were talking about just some of our experiences in the industry and just some of the difficulties that some of the other actors, may face in the business. But it's just the way the game goes. So, but yeah, it was nice. It was a dope experience.
Do they have anything you can share? We can see the full video of it because I would love to dive in on that.
Yeah. So actually, I'm putting together a whole vlog about it. I'm trying to get it out on Friday. I'm put it out on my YouTube channel, which you can check out. Shamiria SHUMERRIA, and I'll have just the panel discussion itself, so everybody can check it out. You can see it.
Okay, cool. I'll do that because I know me and you talked before, and this is what I think of you because I think that you're a very talented woman. Me and your brother talked about this before, And instead of just having you, because I see in these other spaces, I don't feel like you're getting the cool points that you deserve. So one day, maybe before this week, or I just go ahead and just watch the full thing in entirety and have some talking points, and we got just a straight one-on-one conversation about your background, what it takes to become an actual actress, and just your goals in general.
Right. I'm down. I'm
Okay.
down.
Okay, cool. And last but not least, the hostess with the mostest, Miss Peace Love. You can catch her at Peace Love. You can also catch her at L Nixon, if I'm saying it right. What's his platform?
Oh, L Nixon. What is it? L Nixon, the voice of reason.
Reasons. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been on one or two of his lives, but you can really catch me at Peace Love.
Okay, thank you.
You can also catch me at Raw's every Sunday at 7:00 with these ladies.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That's right. Well,
That's the positive collab. The positive collab.
yes, and she was being real humble. She was on an episode of, what was it? Law and Order.
Yeah.
She's kind of a big deal. She's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Do you want to give like a little bit of context of your platform?
My platform just represents me. So lately I've been talking about relationship topics, relationship dynamics. I also, like, for example, I'm going to do a documentary review. I love Netflix documentaries, so I'm doing that tomorrow with a co-host. There's also one-on-one with Peace Love, where we just get down to all different types of topics, and I have a content creator come up and we just kind of pick each other's brains and just, talk. And then I also talk about the YT streets. So I'm originally from a sector that's just extremely ratchet. Okay. So every Friday, every Friday we get into what's happening on the YT streets, and yeah.
Okay, man, you might.
I'm classy, bougie, and ratchet. I'm a savage. Yes. Yeah.
The manosphere is very. You're their deflection ray for the manosphere rules and regulations. But if anybody, they got so many rules in the YouTube talking points, so you're not the type of cup of tea. But no, you're not. But I love you here, so I appreciate you. Also, guys, you can find me on her stream. I think it was the 5th or the 6th of October.
Yeah, the 6th of October. You're going to be one of my one-on-one co-hosts.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that, because usually I'll be behind scenes chopping up with women, because unfortunately, I like y'all women. A lot of women out there is very flaky, so they don't have the stern stuff like y'all women have to have a conversation. You don't have to be transparent, just have a conversation.
Have a conversation.
So I'm looking forward to that. So again, that's the 5th, and we'll do something where I just promote on my end, and I'm sure anybody that supports her definitely be looking forward to it, so we can tune in, have that conversation.
All right. Thank you.
I am going to be cammed up.
Oh, for my life?
Yes, I am going to be
good.
All right, might have a suit on because it's special now.
You're easy on the eyes, so I appreciate that.
Thank you, girl.
Gotta get the ladies in the room.
Go ahead. You too. Don't say that out loud too, because you might get some DMs too. Don't do that.
I'm taking. I'm sorry.
All right, there you go. Just make sure she said that. Okay, cool.
Yes, I'm taking.
All right, so basic question for ladies. So again, values of a woman. When y'all hear that, what does that come to mind for y'all guys? Value of a woman.
Somebody I know how to.
I was gonna say like her attributes, her character, like her essence, her flair. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in the city, so y'all won't see that.
Yeah, that's New York. This is New York.
Okay, but yeah. I guess virtues, whatever virtues that she has. Yeah.
Okay. Yourself, Rock?
You know what I'm saying? The value of a woman is simply this, honey. Life. Okay? Period. We everything. The sun, the moon, the stars. Yeah, I'm saying the water, the food, the sustenance, we your taxi cab, we your chef, we everything. That's the value of a woman. And anybody that don't know that don't got no real woman. Let me be quiet, though. I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay. Jen?
That's a tough one for me. We know, I just wanted to come with some creative answer, but no. for me, the value of a woman is everything that makes her her. Um, her physical attributes, her intellect, her emotions, um, her character, all of those things. Who she is as a woman, who she is as a mother, if she is, who she is in a relationship, all those things make up.
Fair enough. Peace, love.
When I think of a value of a woman, my first thought is you can't really put a price tag on it. Mm. She brings something to the table that just, money can't buy, like of a real woman, like,
Mm-hmm.
a high value woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
So that's my definition.
Okay. For y'all, for the general population out there in the world, so how would you let a guy know, like, what's the best way to approach you? If they're just trying to ask you out on a date, in any area, how would they go by doing that?
Just by the way that a guy approaches me, I can tell. Now, I am taken right now, but I can tell where to categorize them. So if there's it took me a long time to get into a relationship only because I really didn't want to be in one. I mean, I just didn't want to. I was focusing on work and stuff like that. But the situation, the relationship that I'm in now, the way that the approach was a friendship, just getting to know each other, not making any kind of comments regarding my looks or my body or anything like that. Like if you start complimenting me on my looks ridiculously much, or my body, or make references to sex and all of that, I know exactly which category to put you in. So for me, mine got to know me for me. And there was just a lot of conversation about every other thing except for sex and anything physical or sexual.
Okay, fair enough. Who did I skip? Jen, what about you?
I don't give clues. I let them be exactly who they are, and I do a process of elimination based on their approach. Because I think if you give them clues, if I tell you what it is I'm looking for, then you're going to do just that to get in. And then your true self is going to emerge slowly if that's not who you are. So I don't give clues. I just let them be who they are. And if it's not a fit for me, then I disqualify based on that.
Okay, fair enough. Robbie. Right there, lady.
I'm here. I said,
What's a good approach for you as a woman, for a man to approach you to ask for the digits or contact, or for ask you out for a date?
I'm gonna piggyback off Genesis. When you give the people clues, that's what they do to try to get you. So the best approach is money. I like Benjamin Franklin's. Okay, several of them. Put them in a bouquet, put them in a car. You know what I'm saying? Cash App. Y'all know the Cash App. You know what I mean? Hit up that Cash App, the PayPal, money. No, I'm just playing. Seriously, though. Unless you go do it. Unless you go do it. Unless you go do it. But no. Okay.
Unless you're gonna do it.
We playing, but we serious.
Right. Like me, I ignore men. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I don't know what approach work because I just ignore them, and I'm busy. If I want you, you'll know because I'll tell you. Otherwise, get on. Leave me alone. I got work to do.
Okay, fair enough. Shashu, what about you?
I'm attracted to a gentleman. So the guy, like, he is he's a gentleman in his approach. Like, for instance, he ain't saying like, "Hey, shawty," or "Smile, beautiful." Like, yo, don't do that. Don't do that. Like come on. Like, if you, excuse me, how's your day, or approach me with some sense. Like, you have some intellect. That'll get my attention. And if the conversation is decent, that'll get my number. but just approach with some decency and some respect. That goes a long way.
Okay, fair enough. So next question. So when is it too soon to be in a relationship with someone you haven't seen in a long time?
So when you haven't seen in a long time?
Yes.
That's a good question. I don't know, because the ex of mine, we had dated on and off at one point, and then we had got back together, like when we reconnected first, and we, I don't know. I guess you could say we started back conversing and just getting to know each other again. And I don't know, maybe like a month or so. But then again, I mean, we had a long-standing relationships, like we knew each other. We had history.
Okay. Fair enough. Peace, love.
Can you repeat the question one more time? Because I'm trying to make sure I understand.
How long should you wait to, whoa, crap, I'm sorry, let me scroll back up. When is it too soon to be in a relationship with someone you haven't seen in a long time?
When is it too that I haven't seen in a long time? Is this somebody who I've dated in the past?
It could be. Because
you really can't put a time stamp on it, but there is a reason why they were in the past. Now,
there could be a casual friend that the opportunity wasn't there at the right time, and then y'all just happen to see each other a year later, 6 months.
Right. Mm-hmm. I just think that it just depends on the person and what their makeup is. For me, it's easier to the journey to actual dating, not to dating, but to call you my boyfriend or man or whatever, that it could be sped up if you're very open, vulnerable and honest. So it just depends on the guy and what they're bringing. So it depends.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so I'm not gonna repeat the same question to the ladies, but we'll chime in something new and we'll get to Miss Jen. So since we're talking about the dating aspects, just the basics form of it, right? Meeting, how soon is too soon after receiving the number, or just the man approach you to say, hey, let's go on a date? And what is your ideal date?
I don't think there's a time limit. I mean, if you have exchanged numbers, then to me that indicates that there's some interest there. So, I mean, if you guys exchange numbers and if you're free the same day and you agree to go out, then that's fine. What was the second part of that question?
What is your ideal date? Yes.
Ideal date? I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I prefer dates where there's not a lot of distraction, so that you actually get to have a conversation, you get to know the inner workings of that person. If you are out and, say at a club or, whatever, I don't know, anything where there's other people around, I prefer a more quiet one-on-one setting.
Okay, fair enough. Miss Robbie?
So ideal dates, it kind of depends on the guy. Every guy can't do everything. For some guys, it might be, going on a hike, going on a little excursion, an outside adventure. Some guys, you just like Genesis said, want to be somewhere quiet and, cuddled up, blue caking it. It just depends on the energy the guy is bringing for real. And if I just want to go out and have a good time and blow off some steam, or if I really want to love on him. Now, when I really want to love on him, some live music at a restaurant I wanted to check out, like we got some diners driving and dives. Yeah, that's an ideal date. I mean,
fun.
Okay, so me getting my boombox with a AA batteries and sitting on the side with some soda, that does not do anything for you?
That will work, but you just have to bring me some cabbage though and some pork chops. Can you do that?
Oh Lord!
Some pork chops.
The jam is real.
I know for myself, please do not take me on no date where we're walking or like hiking. I don't want to sweat on the first date. Second date or third, I'm not going to hold you up. Like, don't hike. We're not hiking nowhere. We're not climbing walls and all this foolishness. But I do like having like some level of intimacy where and intimacy doesn't have to be anything sexual. It's just having talks and getting to know someone. So we didn't got to do like the most. As long as I like museums.
Mm-hmm.
I like going out to dinner. I like eating. I mean, you know, I know that that's what everybody likes, but you know, just something where we're able to talk and we're not, you know, if we go to a play, then I like dinner and a play. You know what I'm saying?
Peace
But
love
I
said,
wanna be
don't
able to
play with
talk.
her. Give her yummy goodness.
I'm glad you said intimacy because I think a lot of guys out there kind of get that confused where they think instantly sex or like, hey, I'm gonna get her mojo going, then I'm instantly gonna get in the bed with her. So can you explain? Can y'all need to explain intimacy so the men out there can understand what that means to them?
That I just think that intimacy is engaging with the other person and getting to know them a lot better. It doesn't mean that you have to open your legs and bust it down.
Right.
It's just getting to know that person, you know, having a memory, having an exchange of a moment, you know, that's intimacy for me.
Okay. What about you?
Tell her next.
Well, if it's the first date, I would definitely want something where we can talk and get to know one another. Like, you know, third and fourth dates and stuff like that, we can do something more adventurous. But I know on a date one time we went to Dave and Buster's and we actually like, you know, we ate, but we also like played games and stuff like that. And
Oh, that's fun.
like, yeah, it's like something. It can be like fun stuff, but like definitely the first date, I want to be able to get to know you.
Do you want to hike on the first date?
I mean, we can go to the beach or something, you know, and just sit by the water. It's outdoors.
Well, just imagine like you going up a hill and he's right behind you, like right behind your booty as you're climbing up.
Right. Nah.
I'm just saying, I'm thinking of every scenario as we're moving along the trail. I don't need.
Right.
That's
Right.
just
Yeah. Maybe not on a hike. But I mean, even if it's like to a park or something like that, a picnic or something like on a nice day, that'd be nice.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay, fair enough. Jen, what about you?
Wait, are we still on the same question or did I miss?
I don't know. I think I did. 'Cause my rotation was off, so I apologize for that.
Okay.
Okay. So since you should mention like third, all your ladies mentioned like third dates, whatever, and Peace Love said no sweating. So, but at the same time, she said if we are mountain climbing, we're looking at men's buns. So go figure, right? So the question I have is, if you change that one thing about the mate that you would be dating, what would that one thing be? And you can pretty much use that in your past experience, or better yet, here's a better question from all your ladies' past experience, moving on to now. So if you come up to a new guy, what would you want different about this guy that you didn't like from the past relationships?
Well, I don't know if I'm understanding the question correctly, but I'm not changing anything about the guy.
Okay.
I don't have time for Build-A-Bears, and whoever he is, when he shows up, that's who he is, and either it works for me or it doesn't. I can't really say past relationships because if it's a past relationship and I'm no longer in it, then it didn't work for one reason or another. So that just wasn't meant to be.
So so would it be fair to say y'all ladies will have an ideal guy in mind, even though y'all don't live in the past no more, y'all move forward?
I have an ideal guy like in my head,
Correct.
but I know that person would be perfect and perfection doesn't exist. So I shoot for perfection, but I'm okay with excellence.
Okay.
So
You sound like a realist.
if they've got 8 out of the 10 of my top, then I'm cool with that.
Okay. We ain't gonna touch the top 10. Usually people have the top 5.
Right.
What about you, Shushu? Ideal guy.
Ideal. My ideal guy is more like it's personality. it's a personality, because I can say from a physical aspect, when I look back at like my relationships, like it's not like a physical thing that drew me to them necessarily. It's a personality. So like all of them are funny. They're definitely smart. They definitely had some goals and ambition about themselves. They all motivated me, inspired me in some way, and yeah, yeah. I think if anything, like my ideal guy, like, and especially at this point in my life, like I don't need a guy to come in and dismantle everything that I put together, I built myself. It's about just adding to that, helping me build on top of that. Because you got a lot of guys who think that that's what their role is to come in and, all right, let me tell, because I need to guide her and tell her what to do. But listen. I don't need that. All I need you to do is come in and add to my life. I don't need you to come in and try and just that's what my ideal guy is. Someone who's gonna come in and add and not take away.
Okay, fair enough. Robbie, what about you? Mine's the pork chops and cabbage.
One that I can just fall into. Like, I mean, I'll do a lot. I got a lot on my shoulders. I handle a lot. I need someone that has my six, someone that just can like really be like, oh babe, this is going on. Are you really over here trying to pretend like you stressing about that? I got you. Here you go. Oh, you tired today? Oh yeah. Like I already cooked for you. Oh, I ran you a tub. Oh, cater to me, spoil me. That's what I like. If you can't do that, please.
Do anybody even have tub baths anymore? Like,
I sure do. Sure do. I know a lot of girls be taking showers. That's why they don't have the fountain of youth. Ladies, sit down in the tub and do some kegels so these men can stop saying y'all don't got good hygiene. Let me shut up. I'm petty.
I can't with that. I can't.
Well, not Kegels. Kegels going.
Oh my God. So, all right. So, do you think it's like should be a time limit to get serious with the person after 3 dates, or you think you should just keep continuing? Is there a time limit on that?
Nah. Like if you serious, then you a serious person. If you a clown, it don't matter if it's 3 dates, 3 years, you know what I'm saying, 3 decades. I'm not getting serious with you ever. If I see you a clown, if you a clown, then you got to go. I think so many people are caught up in the numbers of it all. Well, if I sleep with him now, I've added to my sleep number, and then if somebody else finds out, then they're gonna think that I'm a hoe. So it's been 3 dates, so let's settle down. And then they're committing themselves to a life of misery. Over here, no wrong by. Oh, you yelled at me today and I'm not feeling it. Blocked.
Right.
Oh, I text you and you took more than 48 hours to respond to me. It's like the job, no call, no show, you're fired. What like people
Yes, I
I don't know. I
am. Job abandonment.
Exactly.
She real lenient with 48 hours.
Look, I didn't want to say 24. You know they think I mean it's 24-hour work period. You ain't show up for work today. You got to go. But you know.
Okay.
You got 8 hours. I'm
See,
gonna give you
that
your
is-
work shift. I'm gonna give you your work shift. Beyond that, no.
Now you gotta give at least 24 because what if their mama died? They got into a car accident. They went to somebody jail because they didn't pay their tickets. You know, there's a whole plethora of things that could go on. So you give
All
them
right.
24 to 48.
I gotta be fair with Jen, and I'm probably like breaking code for the fellas. I'm gonna say 8 hours too, Jen, because a lot of brothers out there, you give them 48 hours, got time to lie.
Oh no, see, because what a lot of people don't know. Hi, my name is Ruby Privilege, and I'm codename Inspector Gadget. Da-na-na-na-na, Inspector Gadget. You can't lie to me because I'm too damn nosy. Y'all see this nose I got? I have it for a reason. God said I'm nosy. Okay.
You got issues, girl.
Emotional damage.
I play a lot. I laugh at life. I think honestly, at the cornerstone of all of these relationship questions and conversation is the laughter. Like, you legit have to be able to have jokes in life. You legit have to be smiling and happy. Like, if you don't, not to say that you won't ever have like downtime and be sad or whatever, but if you have an inability to be happy, honey, God could send you the best person for you that has everything on your whole list, and you ain't never gonna be happy with them because you're not happy with you. Y'all better learn how to lighten up and find your girl. Let me shut up. I'm putting myself
It's
on
the truth,
mute.
though.
That's
All
true.
right, and that's fair. I would say, I mean, before I just get to the next question, so will all y'all agree that therapy is an option for yourself, your spouse, or just if y'all moving forward together? Therapy, communication.
I would. Mm.
Go ahead, Peace.
No, go ahead. You got Shushu up there. Go ahead. Go for it. Take a stab at it, Shushu.
Right. Is therapy an option, like you said? If we're in a relationship already,
Yeah.
or just as individuals, yeah. I mean, if we're at a place where like we can't get it together, but we still both want to work on the relationship, we both want the relationship, but we can't really get past or see through what the issues are, then yeah, definitely, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. A lot of men's not open to therapy though.
Right? Yeah, I know that.
That's why
Yeah,
they left.
I was saying this on Raw's Live the other night. I think it's very important to go through a vetting process where you're asking every single question. So that's very important to me. Like, the man has to be open to therapy or has already sought therapy for whatever issues they may have from the past. So, that's very important. Absolutely.
What if they say God is their therapy? They just pray on it.
That's not enough.
Right.
God gave therapists to us as gifts to help us along the way.
Right.
Yes. So work through the therapist. That's God's gift to you.
I'm gonna use that. I literally had a conversation with somebody about that last night, so I'm gonna use that. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, what about you, lady?
No. To me, if
You want to make me travel to Illinois? Because I swear to you, they can't be nobody in Illinois with that accent.
It just felt like you thought about it. You were like, no.
My people are from the South and they migrated north. So
Okay.
you know how that goes.
You holding it down though.
Of course. I love it. That's a whole other show though. For me, if a guy is not open to therapy, then just in my opinion, then he thinks that he's got everything figured out, and that's a red flag to me. Because I think we could all benefit from therapy for one reason or another. Because you go to therapy doesn't always mean that you're crazy or something like that, but there's always something that we can work on. Everybody needs some sort of self-improvement.
Okay. Fair enough. Ms. Robbie, new question. And since we're talking about a dating phase, should you break up with your partner if you find out they make less than you?
Why you got to wait till you come to me to ask me that type of question? You see, the setups, honey, it be the ones that's supposed to have your back, baby. It be your plans. Yeah.
Maybe it's a pork chops and cabbage.
That's okay. Listen. If he make less than me, I really don't care. It's more so about his credit score. You can make $100,000 and have a credit score of a 380, or you can make $30,000 and have a credit score of an 830. It just depends on how you manage and budget your money. As long as you're not asking me for nothing, unless like it's an emergency. As long as you not expecting me to carry the weight when you supposed to be the man, when you supposed to lead, when you supposed to stand up the P, then we Gucci. Like, but if you cannot afford me, I'm going to ask you to exit. Stage left, even. Because don't you come to me expecting that I'm going to minimize my lifestyle to make you feel comfortable in your insecurity. Because we don't do that over here.
Next.
Okay, so the question is, would I break up with a guy if I found out he made less than me?
Yeah, should you break up with your
Yes, you
partner if
would.
you
No, I'm just
find
playing.
out they make less than you?
No, I wouldn't. Because I'm more so concerned about what the moves you're making with your money, like the decisions that you're making. Like Robbie was saying, like, what's your credit score look like? Like, what kind of, are you making investments? What kind of investments are you making? Because, you may be making, this amount right now, because that says to me, you may be making this amount right now, but, 10 years from now, you go double, triple it because of the moves you're making with it. So, but whereas if you, ain't doing nothing with your money, but just, wasting it and throwing it away, then you're going to still be sitting at this same amount. Or essentially, like, even if you do start making more money, you still going to be in the same situation because you are horrible with your finances. You don't know how to handle or manage money.
Okay. How would you deal with a person like that that's not consistent with matching that if you make less?
How do I deal with someone like that?
Yeah.
You
find out for the first time, like, hey, we've been good for 6 months, and I see that there's you're a little sketchy right now. It might be the finances. I know you're making 30K, I'm making 80, but your credit's good. So what's up?
Because I was dealing with somebody like that. It's just horrible. I was like, Lord, this is not gonna work. Like, if this was ever because I sat back and thought about that. I was like, if we ever got married, like, I could not trust my money, put my money with his, because I'm sitting up here trying to, like, keep my head, just barely keeping my head above water, what I was making at the time. And here it is, you know what I mean? He is completely irresponsible and is just really laissez-faire, had a whole, like, laxy-daisy attitude about it. So me have my head above water, getting with you, I'm going to be completely submerged up under the water because of you. You know what I mean? I can dwindle my own money away. I can fuck my own finances up. I don't need help doing that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just, it's not going to work. And especially because, like, he didn't want to listen. Because it's this, I don't know, this whole attitude of, why are you worried about it? Like, you should be worried about it. And it's just that whole attitude is there's no talking to or reasoning with a person like that.
Okay. So you did speak more than once to the person when you saw. Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Because I don't want it to be known, because I know most guys out there like, oh, you only spoke one time and it's like one and done, you're out. Because I know there's women out there that may do that. But generally speaking, there is women that be like, hey, you know what? This person got a good heart. He's on the right path. He's busting his butt, working hard. I know the payoff will be the payoff.
Mm-hmm.
Versus, go ahead.
If they're willing to make changes, if they're willing to listen to you and actually make changes and start making smarter moves or smarter decisions, that's different. But when they are just hell-bent or just complacent with where they are, or if they're just bullheaded and it's like, well, you don't know best, there's no reasoning with a person like that.
True. That's true.
So,
all right, who did I miss? I think it was the same question. I think just say no if I asked you this question already. Was it you, Peace Love? Was the same question about breaking up with a partner if you find out he make less than you?
Break up with him if I find out he makes less than me?
Yes.
Usually, how do I say this?
I don't know where that came from. I think I just want to have a one-on-one with her.
The guys that I'm talking, I mean, you can tell they can match how much I make or exceed it. That's all I can say.
Okay, so if they match what you make financially and credit-wise, then it's like, okay, it's a go.
Oh, credit-wise, I don't know. Okay. I don't know until, we get into something really serious and intimate. But yeah, usually the guys I date, you can pretty much tell whether or not they can keep up with the lifestyle.
Okay. I like
that I've been accustomed to.
Okay. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Same question. Did you break up with somebody that make less than you?
I'm not going to break up because I'm not even going to date you. I'm going to just keep it a buck with you. there is a quality of life that I enjoy, and I am not willing to take any vows of poverty or downsize my lifestyle in the name of love or in the name of a relationship. Um, that's just not where I am in life. And
Okay.
I do apologetically. I like men with money. You gotta meet me there or beat me there.
Okay.
But this is the thing, though. I mean, and shout out to everybody that likes men with money, because that's cool or whatever. But honestly, if I'm not marrying you, what you got in your wallet don't mean nothing to me. As long as when we go out, we can have a good time. I think that's like how some people put themselves into a box and they can't never get to the happy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, honestly, what I have noticed as a trend with some men is when they really fall in love, if they don't already have their life on the right path, they start to really work hard to get themselves on the right path. And I think a lot of people really want, like, I don't know, wife treatment, husband treatment from the first date. I'm not marrying you. I'm not intermingling my finances with you. We just chilling. Like, what you make's not even my business, for real, for real.
Right. Well,
Okay.
I think it depends on where you are. Like, if you're just, dating to have fun, then I think that's okay. But if you are in a space where you're dating with intention, then why entertain someone that you can't see a future with?
Mm.
Okay, so let me ask you a question about that dating
Mm-hmm.
with intention. Because I hear a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people talking about that, right? So for men dating with intention, I get it. Because for me, men are supposed to be the ones that find a wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
So women dating with a certain level of intention, I don't get it. Because I feel like a lot of women go into the game and they reveal their hand too soon. So therefore, they become too invested and too attached to these men that they don't necessarily need to be attached to, because they're dating with the intention of getting him in a marriage, right? The reality is you supposed to be a butterfly. Shout out to the butterfly progressive. You supposed to be going around from flower to flower, populating and pollinating whatever you want to, and it's up to like the man to catch you and kind of lock you down. And I think that the reason a lot of these men have such a negative attitude when it comes to dating and to a lot of women is because women dating with intention reads to them like gold digger. And it reads to them like
Mm.
a lack of really wanting to get to know them, who they are, and what they about. And I'm not saying that about any of you ladies. I'm just saying, like, as a general statement. Why does money matter? As long as somebody's not taking nothing from you, I don't know. That's just me though.
Fair enough.
Well, I say that I'll answer that because if you are spending time with someone for an extended period of time, then undoubtedly your emotions are going to get involved.
Sure.
It's harder.
I
It's harder to separate yourself once your emotions get involved with a person who really isn't necessarily right for your future. And when you're dating with intention, that doesn't mean that you view everyone that you encounter as a potential husband. But if you're going to have, or let me go back a bit. I think men do the finding and we do the choosing as women. So if 10 guys find me, then I may only look at two or three as potential suitors. Of those potential three, then I might date those potential three and do my process of elimination or weeding out or vetting between those three. That doesn't necessarily mean that because I would want somebody um, with a particular financial background that I'm a gold digger because I don't need his money, but I absolutely want it.
No, and I definitely hear you and I understand that. But okay, so like how you said, you might be dating three people, right?
Hmm.
If I'm dating more than one person, there is no emotions for me.
Mhm.
So I be trying to understand it from a different perspective because I always feel that if you're dating a few people, you don't
Hmm.
really have room for the emotional entanglement, the emotional attachment. And I think women as a whole are, so soft, so feminine, so frail that a lot of women emotionally attach people way before they should. Somebody has feedback, but I think that like when you're dating, it shouldn't be about, oh, I'm gonna have all of course you should like people, but like deep, long seated emotion that is hard to detach from a date. Not you, my boyfriend.
Hmm. But
I'm
in
just
order for them
dating
to
you.
become your boyfriend, then don't you have to have some level of emotional connection?
Not when I'm dating multiple people.
Right. No, what I'm saying, if you're dating multiple people and say there's a, for lack of a better term, a front runner or a favorite,
Mhm.
then that favorite, you're gonna, even if it's as simple as I like him for whatever reason, your liking him is some sort of emotion that you're feeling towards him.
Right,
Once that
but
emotion grows to whatever point, then that's when it is, and it has to be a mutual exchange for that to happen. But then that's where you get to the point where you're saying, "Hey, I like you, you like me," and then you talk about maybe being exclusive or dating exclusively and seeing where things go from there.
Yeah, and to be fair, and to be also to be fair too, both the only right on your point. I get what you're saying, Rob, because it's like you can't stretch yourself out thin. And then on the same thing with Genesis, if because guys do it too. If I'm dating three to other women, right, my emotions really not there, but that's part of the vetting process too. So if I'm dating girl A, B, and C, and A might be the fun girl, B might be the more uh, well balanced girl, and then C might be the quote unquote the female version of a bum or the ratchet chick, just the easy lay.
bless you.
Then and I'm finding that over time, then I'm gonna be more slowly connected to one out of three than just all three together. And then that's when you make it serious. Like, okay, I'm ready to move on with just that one. Like, then have that conversation about being exclusive. So I see
Right.
what Genesis is saying.
Right.
You start with the
Right,
three, and then the cream rises to the top. So
Exactly.
I think y'all are saying the same thing. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think there's going to be
but
any emotion in the beginning when Genesis is
no,
dating three
but
guys.
Robbie, yeah, because Robbie's saying like one at a time, and Genesis saying I'm not gonna run to the streets and grab all three. But if I'm single and they're single, it shouldn't be an argument. Hey, I'm gonna take your number, and I'm gonna have a conversation with you, and then someone else come along, I'm gonna take that number, have a talk with you. But again, her time is still limited, so I'm not gonna be dating five guys at once. It might be two or maybe three. You know what I'm saying? Date number one, date number two, and then see how both pair out. Then if one is just like the first one might be a jerk, okay, he's automatically out. But the second one, he's a cool guy. Okay, let's see where that goes. And then three might just overwhelmingly knock the two out the park. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna still stay with this one and see how it goes. So I get it. That's pretty much and it's fair because it's pretty much the guy's handbook. Like real talk. That's literally the guy's handbook. We're getting all the numbers. We're getting as much girls as we can to see which ones pairs up to the cream of the crop. So it
let me
is what
ask
it is.
let me
Sure.
ask you this though. So when you guys are dating all these women and doing whatever, are you really focused or care about the money they got? That's my point.
No, no, that's fair. That's fair. And that's where it makes men and women different because men really generally don't care how much money the women make. But there are some good guys to say, hey, let's have the conversation about the conversation. Most guys would try to like shoot you, like be laid back, it's whatever, whatever. Then you know that's not the guy for you. It's not pairing up. But most men doesn't mind having that conversation. But I'm just saying again, if we dating, because usually men do date for first off the face is sex. Once we can get past that, then we're like, okay, let's have a conversation. But we're generally having all the balls, balls into the basket with the emotion, with this sex expectations, with everything, and then trying to figure out who is that right fit for us. If that makes sense.
Can I
It
say something
does.
before I have to exit out?
Yeah, thank you,
Um,
and I'm sorry for
it's okay. It's okay.
Go
No,
ahead,
just
lady.
just really quick. When it comes to are you looking for somebody who has money? Basically, are you gold digging? And it goes back to what Genesis is saying. There's a lifestyle that I'm accustomed to. I am a boss in my own life. There's just a lifestyle that I have. I fly wherever I want, whenever I want. I don't. It doesn't. So I need somebody who can just simply keep up with that. If you want to keep up with that, you got to have money. It's just that simple. So if our worlds are going to collide, and I know that people get stuck on the money thing, but I'm thinking of the lifestyle and the options. The money, and I always say this, the money brings options. I need whoever I'm with to be able to have the same options as me. It's just that simple because you're going to stunt me and my lifestyle, and that's just not going to happen.
Right.
So it's not necessarily like, oh, I gotta have a certain person with money. It just so happens I make a lot and I fly a lot, so you gotta be able to keep up with this. It's just,
Right.
even if your finances are good, and it doesn't necessarily mean that that person has to make more than me. But if your finances are good and you have, I don't know, you have investments here, but maybe you make 40K, I don't know, whatever the situation may be. But maybe you have investments here and you can keep up with my lifestyle. Absolutely, come on along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really. It's just the lifestyle that I'm accustomed to. That's really what it is.
Okay, that's fair enough, and then everybody's not the same. So I appreciate that, and thank you
Right.
for taking the time out to jump
All
in
right,
here.
guys. Y'all have a good
See you
one.
later.
All right.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Peace, love.
Bye. The point that I was making, though, it's not about how people shouldn't have people that complement their lifestyle. The point is, when you're dating someone, for me, like, you don't really know the trueness of their finances. Anybody could hit a lick. Anybody could get a PPP loan and be out here stunting like they bout that life and they really got that money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot that goes into it. And for me, when I want to see your financials, I don't want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, but
I
here's
want you to hold on a second,
yeah,
Rayfield.
yeah, yeah.
I want you to open up the books. And I'm not gonna ask a man to open up the books unless we are in a relationship like that. Like, we're engaged, we're getting ready to walk down the aisle. I think a lot of women put this stamp of permanency on things that are transient, that may work out, but may not work out. And I think a lot of women, not the women on this panel, but a lot of women scare men away because they too busy trying to close the deal. Now in sales, they tell you to always be closing. So are you selling yourself? Is that why you're always closing? Or are you building a relation? I don't know. I mean, I'm different. I think things gotta take a natural flow. That's just me though. I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Okay, so again, so we're just saying again, I'm with you. Your options pretty much just say, hey, women, keep your options open. Have an open mind. Don't be so close minded, especially if we're saying focus on the bag, because that pretty much you can have real talk. You can have all the money in the world, but guess what? It will literally make you the most loneliest person. You know, you can have all the money and go to all the trips and anything else, but guess what? I'm still with my wife. We're still home. We're eating popcorn, a $5 bag of popcorn, chilling on some Netflix, and while you going to Fiji all day, every day, and but we're the most happiest we can be. So I definitely get it. So I appreciate that perspective. Shout out to you, young lady. If you want to introduce yourself, if anybody, so I want to make sure I pronounce your name right. So if you want to introduce yourself and where you hail from.
Hello. So my name is Kaylin. I go by Goated Scorpion on TikTok. That's my main social media platform.
Yes.
This is my first time being on here by invite. Thank you, Grey Pill, for inviting me on here.
You're very welcome.
So yeah, I'm kind of just listening in right now. I'm from Michigan. I'm from up north, but I currently live in Dallas, Texas. I've been out here for about 14 years now, but I still claim the North.
Shout out to the
So
North.
absolutely. So that's just a little bit about me. I've kind of just been listening in. Was there a specific question
Yeah, I don't mind
with me?
recapping. So basically, the topic is about values of a woman, right? So we pretty much covered the dating aspect. What do you expect from a man who approaching you? How would you want to be approached when you're dating? Is money is an issue for you? How would you want to be cared for in that relationship or regards? Or if you, I think the last question was if you find out the man make less than you. Is that a deal breaker? So we can leave that last question for you. But just to make a little silly, just to make a little warm up question, if the dude you went on a date with, his breath stink, is that a deal breaker? Yes or no?
I would be curious why it smells, but
you will dive in that conversation.
I probably would ask. I would ask what he. I would ask if he ate something. I might call him out on that. Like, your breath is a little off. Did you eat something? Did you brush today? I'm not judging or anything. Just wanna check.
Okay. See if we can
But
fix
yeah,
it.
see if we can fix it. I don't know, but
Okay.
but I don't know about that one.
Okay. Fair enough. So if you're dating a guy, let's say 3 to 6 months, and you found out that he makes less than you, is that a deal breaker?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Why not?
I mean, when it comes to finances, if you take care of yourself and you're taking care of your responsibilities, that's kind of more so what I care about. I want to see how responsible you are. It's not necessarily because, we all have different careers in life. So I kind of like what the woman said. I can't think of names because I just got on here. I'm not familiar with anyone, but when she was saying just about keeping up with the lifestyle, because we meet people at different points in life. Um, we're young and we're fresh out of college or something like that. If we build a life together, that's completely different. But we meet people, if we already have something going for us, I want to just see, are you a responsible being? Do you take care of your responsibilities day to day? And see if, we can match that way. But as far as income, if he makes less than me, that's not an issue. Mm-mm.
Okay. Fair enough. Next question. So, because I'm trying to make sure you get caught up with certain things. So, uh, if you have one thing to change, let's say, you dated a lot of guys in your past, you move forward, you see another guy. So, is there something new that you want to see from this new guy versus the past relationship that you don't want to see anymore? Like you want something new from this current guy. Like he can't be, of course, a cheater, of course, not an abuser, but is there something you want different from this new guy that's you left all these other guys in the past?
You're saying if I enter into a new relationship, is there
Correct.
things that are, I mean, I think that just comes with the experience. Like when you're dating and you get to learn different people, you get to learn what you like in other people, what you want in a man. I think it's kind of a learning experience. So there might be slight things that, it might be something that guys did with a particular guy that you stopped dating that you realize you don't like. So when it comes to a new guy, you're like, okay, I can't deal with this. So with this new guy, he has to be on a little bit different energy. He can't make the same type of move that this last guy made if it's something that doesn't fit my life or what I want in a man, if that makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, new question. We're going around the board. Does a relationship gets boring after a while for you?
No, I think depending on the effort that's being put in, I think it's kind of depending on the person. Um, I think it can get boring if a person just stops putting in effort, but does it just naturally get boring? No.
Okay, fair enough. Shushu, what about you, lady?
No. Uh, nah. I typically don't get bored of my relationship. I mean, that's why I can stay in a relationship long term because I mean, if it does get a little routine, like we switch things up, you know. So
Do y'all have that conversation, or you just y'all both naturally just try to switch it up?
I think it's just a natural thing. We never really had a conversation about okay, things get a little routine, or like maybe if we decide to go out or like to do something that's like, okay, well, you know what, we did this last time, or you know what, let's try something different this time. It's never like a conversation like this is what we gonna do. This is getting a little bored, a little tired, you know. But it's typically like yeah, we just try to switch things up.
Okay, I appreciate that. Same question, Jen, and then we give Robbie her final thoughts.
No, mine doesn't. I plan things just like he does, and you have that conversation in advance so that there's no confusion about um, I I don't want to call it this, but expectations. You have that conversation, make sure that you all are on the same page, that you don't want it to be boring or to feel monotonous. So you try and do things to, keep it spicy.
Okay, fair enough. Robbie, we're gonna get final thoughts going around. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new again, hit the subscribe button, hit the likes. If you find anything interesting, share it out to friends, family members, all that good stuff. Robbie.
Yeah, relationships get boring if you are. But to the conversation at hand, like you can't really define what makes a woman, just like you can't define what makes a man. It's no universal band-aid that says just because you have a vagina, you have to think and act like this. And just because you have a penis, you have to think and act like this. Instead of trying to define people by their gender, maybe try to get to know people. Make your expectations be people that fit your spirit instead of your lifestyle. Because lifestyles come and go, baby. And I done seen people with millions of dollars wind up paupers, and I done seen paupers go to millionaires overnight. Stop focusing on the materialistic and the superficial. I appreciate you for having me, Great Pill. So everybody have a good night. Young lady, it was nice meeting you. Y'all take care.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get final thoughts. We'll let you go with the other question. I think you're still. Oh, my bad. Okay, go ahead. I think he was muted. Yeah, he was muted. Try again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. We're good now.
Okay. I had to go on mute for a slight second because I was getting a call. What was the last question?
Oh crap! I'm about to kill my brain cells. Robbie kind of dragged. The question was, can you refresh me, Shushu? The question was about, was it relationship being boring? I think that's what it was. If the relationship was boring, is that a deal breaker for you? Yes. Does a relationship get boring after a while?
Or I think someone said it best. I think it kind of just depends on the person. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're not putting in any effort in the relationship, it definitely can get boring. You have to, especially when it comes to communication, because just to give an example, there was an individual that I was dealing with at one point, and our communication was very, very strong out the gate, and that's what I liked. That's one of my biggest things. Like, can we hold conversation? Like, just every day, not just, hey, what you doing? I'm not one of those individuals. Hey, what you doing? Like, can we talk about things in the world? Can we talk about things we like, new ideas? I'm a DIY kind of person, so I talk about a lot of things I like to make and stuff. So there's so much we can talk about, but it kind of just, I don't know if it was just because he wasn't feeling me anymore or he just liked somebody else, but he didn't express that to me. He kind of just got boring in communication. It was like we would talk and I'm the only one kind of talking, so it's like, okay, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Yeah, so
Did you bring it up
it
to him,
can't.
or you just cut off completely?
Oh yeah, because I'm not the type of person to just go ghost or anything. I'll have a conversation just to kind of see, because maybe something might have been going on. So I just kind of touch base with him, like, hey, is there something going on? Because we used to be like we used to talk, like, are you dealing with something, going through anything? Because I'm that person that you can express things to me, you can talk to me, you can open up. I'm a very welcoming individual. So, that was my thing. And, he was just like, no, just tired. And he really didn't have a reason. So I kind of just, and he wasn't really reaching out to me. It was like, it became, I was reaching out to him. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's like, okay, what's going on? And he's not saying what's going on. So I'm like, okay, well, this is just, I'm not feeling it. So yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Miss Jen Jen.
Yes.
Yes. Do relationships get boring for you? And then we'll end with final thoughts.
I answered that one already.
Okay, then final thoughts, madam. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts, great show. As always, it's a whole vibe over here. Um, that's it, y'all. Keep it simple tonight.
That's it. Simple and sweet. No YouTube talking points, really.
None.
All right, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
Shoo, what's going on?
What up, though? You know what I'm saying?
I swear to God.
I'm sorry, I had to be a little ghetto.
It's fine. I got wrong with that. Be you.
So final thoughts. A great stream, great panel as always, and great to be back. Great Pill, great to be back. So as far as like the value of a woman, which is kind of like what the stream was about, when you're looking for value in a woman, I mean, you think about what characteristics, what traits you're looking for. If you like a little bougie, you like a little ratchet, you know what I mean? Find you a woman with some bougie yet ratchet traits, qualities. I mean, if you are looking for a woman who is going to be nice to you, she smiles, she has a sense of joy, a happiness in her heart. That's what you need to look for. I mean, you look for a woman to bring you peace. She has to have peace within herself first. If she's a woman full of chaos, that's all she's gonna bring you, because that's all she has to offer. And yeah, so you can find me on my YouTube channel at Shumeria, SHUMERRIA. You can also catch me on Wednesday nights on the Black Man Unfiltered Network with my brother Mandrell for Unapologetic with Mandrell and Shushu at 8:30/9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also catch me right here on Tuesdays and Saturdays.
Practice that.
Yeah, yes, I'm getting together right now. I told you, see what I'm saying? Right now. And I'm also on Rob Beats channel and also Hell's channel on Sundays. So thank you everybody for joining in, and thank you as always, Great Pill. It's great to be back again.
Yeah, no problem. And it's good to be back, and I appreciate your company. Because I know we talked about, we'll discuss more about it. Because you had an idea that she brought up, so we're gonna have a topic working on that. This Thursday, we're gonna be having a conversation about passport bros. So that seemed like there's a whole thing and the spaces out there. So we're gonna have some guys together for that Thursday to talk about it. Co-edit is this Saturday, so get ready for that. So I appreciate you, Shushu. So thank you very much.
No problem.
Miss Lady, you there? So get final thoughts. Are you there? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. I think she has something going on, so we'll just close it out and we'll have a chat behind the stage. Again, I appreciate guys for coming on through. This was just a conversation to give some basic talking points on what women values are, just the basics, how to approach most women, how to engage with them. Nothing too dainty, too scientifically about it, because it's pretty much retarded. What I'll be hearing just on the media end of it, just a basic conversation, and you saw it here live on the Great Pill Podcast. So expect us on again this Thursday. Anything before that is a bonus and surprise. Going to be a lot of active streams coming on. There's going to be a lot of pre-recordings. So this Thursday we're going to have the Passport Bros where we're going to have conversations about people traveling to have relationships, whether it's intention to get married or to smash. If you're going there, try to be safe and all that good stuff, because I'm on the other end of that spectrum of the conversation. This Saturday, we'll be doing the co-ed. We have a topic about that. I don't know what just yet. It might actually be the child support conversation, because I also was hearing conversations about child support, and it's a corrupt system. Of course, it's a corrupt system. Heck, every government is a corrupt system. Anything to try to control you and 5 other people and more is corrupted. So with that being said, most guys are saying, hey, throw child support out the window. Okay. My question is, what we're going to replace it with. So if you can't come up with that answer, don't say the first one. That doesn't make any sense. Get rid of all cars. Okay, so where are we driving to work then? All right, it's just that serious. So I'm gonna leave it with that. So I'm gonna let this young lady have the final say so, and then we're gonna close out. We'll be backstage, chop it up for a minute. Final thoughts, lady, and then we'll head out.
Yes. Well, first I want to apologize for coming in late. I had some things I was getting done, and I'm so sorry. But this was a great conversation. I like the perspectives. So yeah, I appreciate you, Grey Pill, for the invite. I'll definitely love to come back, and I'll definitely be watching, because it was a great conversation.
Anytime. So right now, hit that bell, like, and subscribe, and we'll catch y'all guys later.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love